Blooper.
Blooper. All right, 1, 2, 3. Hi
Hey
guys,
guys,
Kaiju.
Kaiju
This is
Cowboys
horrible.
here.
This is not good.
But
Okay, it's
goddamn,
fine. Hello everyone. Kaiju Cowboys here. This is the first video. This is a joint channel between me, Godzilla Guy, and
FDA.
yeah, woohoo.
Alrighty.
Before we even get into it, this is just a jointed channel where we'll be doing like figure videos because he's starting to collect figures, and
Yes.
then just discussion videos. And here and there, we'll try and have special guests between popular people in the Godzilla community, such as people who like make custom figures or videos, and then maybe even cast members someday. So we'll hope to achieve that height someday.
Yeah,
Yeah,
maybe even other Godzilla YouTubers. Hopefully
yeah,
so. Hopefully so. So yeah.
yep. So today's subject is who is the most powerful, or like I guess like if you put all the Monsterverse Kaiju into a ring, who would come out victorious? So I actually don't. I think I know who I want to represent. Um, I think I know probably who
I
you
have
would because I think.
two. I have two options I'm currently thinking of.
Mm-hmm.
So I guess I'll start off
Yeah,
first
go for it.
here.
Go for it.
So my first option would probably be Shinomura because he has the most potential. But if you do wipe him out before he can get up to that potential, then he's not exactly the strongest. But obviously he does have the most potential out of all of
Yeah.
them. But if I had to choose one that like didn't take, that much time, such
Mm-hmm.
as like Shinamura, I'd have to go with Monster Zero, specifically because I'm not even trying to be like biased or anything. Is this Monster Zero, as we're
Yes.
seeing, King of the Monsters, was kind of giving an ass whooping to Godzilla, and
Mm-hmm.
Godzilla is said to be like the leader of the Titans. So
I'd have to agree with you. Shinomura. Um, I also have up there just because, I mean, like we discussed earlier, he's pretty much like Destroyer. I even have a video. It's like old Toho Kaiju that remind me of new ones.
yeah,
And I said to Shinomura because he is a pain in the ass to kill. He just constantly can like just divide, recombine. And I mean, if he needs to, he can just grow any weapon he needs to counter another kaiju. So I think he'd be able to counter Monster Zero just because of that. I feel like he just
well, what would he do to counter him?
I mean, hold on. There's this picture on Wikizilla. I'll put it in the thing for this
Okay.
VC. But as you can see, like his tail is kind of like a scythe. So I
Yeah,
mean,
I
if
see
he
that. I see
could,
that.
he's regeneration, growth, flight, and division and recombination. So if he's like, oh shoot, it really is like Shin Godzilla. You mentioned this earlier, and I was like, how dare you disrespect him? But I mean, it really is. If he needs to counter something, he'll just grow it out real quick. Unlike Shin Godzilla, though, it doesn't take him, a long time. It would take him, probably like an hour or two. But that's better than Shin Godzilla in a few days. So I mean, if this is a huge fight, I mean, Kong and Godzilla's fight alone, what was that? It took like the entire night.
Roughly, yeah, roughly the
Yeah.
entire night.
So
I
a
think
few a
somewhere in
few
the
hours to
novel it
like
said like
grow
maybe
something that
10,
could
12
counter a
hours.
whole bunch
Yeah.
of kaiju. Okay, firstly, let's go over. Hold on, we're not gonna go over like every single one, but who are we gonna say? Who are we gonna say? So we got what? Muto Prime, right?
So
We
yeah, there
got
are a lot of good contenders
Godzilla,
here. So obviously we
Kong,
have,
Monster
yeah,
Zero,
we have the
Mechagodzilla,
basically the Alpha Titans really.
Shinomura. Should we put Shimu?
We could, but we don't know too
Ice
much about
powers.
him. That's the issue.
What else? Scar King's getting folded really early.
Oh
Um,
yeah.
we got Rodan. We have Kamazots. We're gonna put Moth in this fight.
The issue with having Shimu in that list is that according to leaks, a
Leaks.
spoiler alert if
Yep.
so
Yep.
just like skip like 10, 20 seconds
Hmm.
into the video guys if you don't want to be spoiled. Godzilla is said to have beat Shimu in the past, so I wonder how they
It's
would
just like
explain that
would
in the movie.
Godzilla. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
Okay, hold on. Let me keep getting the rest of them down. Meth. I'm not even
Meth.
gonna put Behemoth. Behemoth is gonna get folded so quick. There's
Amulek,
Amulek.
Amulek
Yeah.
just absolutely
Yeah.
shredded him. I
You
mean,
lot.
Godzilla did like
All right. So here's our lineup.
intimidate
Let's go ahead and
Amulek.
ask you this. Here's the thing. Would these kaiju, who are some kaiju that Godzilla's like done wrong, or like the kaiju that don't like him? I don't think Rodan really likes Godzilla. He just serves him. Scylla, I mean, literally tried to fight him. Amulek
Well,
doesn't
that's
really
because she
like
was
him.
starving. She was like starving, and she needed that
I mean,
nuclear
yeah, but I mean,
radiation.
Amulek probably
So,
doesn't like him because of that. Methuselah and him
yeah,
seem pretty chill.
Behemoth is
Kamazot's
very
probably
true,
don't
but
even
he's
know
on the
who he
list.
is, and
Yeah.
Shinomura, and then Mechagodzilla as well. So I mean, if we throw these guys in the ring, I feel like Godzilla might be one of the early ones to go because it'd be like a lot of kaiju be like we know he's our biggest target here.
Yeah, everyone just hates
So
him.
if we could get him out of here, so I feel like Godzilla might be one of the early ones to go. What do you think?
Potentially, potentially.
We.
I don't really see Rodan doing too much to Godzilla.
Mhm.
Really, the only people, oh, well, sorry,
I. Th-
Titans, I can see
mhm.
doing, like substantial damage to Godzilla would be Mechagodzilla, Shinamura,
Monster Zero and
and
Tiamat.
Monster Zero and Prime.
Yeah.
Now, I mean, Tiamat, if this is on land, I
I
don't
mean, she
think
did.
Tiamat's doing
He
much.
is it a girl? Is I think it's a girl, right?
I believe it's a girl, yeah.
Yeah,
I believe it's a girl.
she did kill a few Kongs. At least stated on Wikizilla. One of the writers for the book said that she was responsible.
Mm.
So I mean, if she could take out a couple Kongs, I mean that'd probably immediately put her above, like Amuluk or something. So
Yeah, I mean, Amulek didn't even like try fighting Godzilla. I mean, when Godzilla
yeah,
like actually was like pissed off at Kong,
hmm
Kong went down in like what, minutes? So I
yeah,
mean,
he was like, all right, have enough of you. So
yeah.
so we don't know. I don't believe he does. I don't think Prime has an EMP. All the other kaiju do have an EMP. I mean, all the other Mutos do, except Prime. I don't think Prime, at least what we know, he doesn't. But sorry, she doesn't. But I mean, I feel like it'd be reasonable to assume she does, right? Since the Queen Muto most likely has one.
Oh, I mean for sure.
So
Yeah, I
we
mean,
have to
if
say
like
instantly,
in the
Mechagodzilla's
Muto.
gone then in this ring.
Hmm.
So
Yeah,
Mechagodzilla's
because
gone.
if Muto Prime tries to use that EMP
hmm
in just like against someone else, it's definitely going to affect Mecha and just like screw with his
Yeah.
controls.
Now, are there any weaknesses we can exploit in here? I think Muto
Monster Zero if he
Prime.
gets pinned down, if Monster Zero gets pinned
Yeah.
down, he's
Okay.
not
Yeah.
getting back up.
Let's get rid of Camazotz and Rodan because out of the flyers, they're not gonna make it far.
Yeah,
But
I
I
could see Camazotz just being a pain in the ass to Godzilla because of the sonic roar,
Yeah,
but
here's what
that's
I was
like
to say.
about it.
I think they would take Amulek out with them because Amulek is a swamp, right? And so,
Yeah.
since it's a swamp, if Muto Prime and Amulek were to not at the same time, they're not teaming together, KU style, but like there's just a lot of sonic roars
Mm.
going off. I feel like that would pull apart Amulek. It was
It's
fling his
what it
body everywhere.
reminds me of is from, wow, what was this movie? It was with Tom Cruise and Emily Blunt, I believe. The Day After Tomorrow,
Yep, that's
when
based on All You Need Is
the
Kill. Great
mimics,
manga.
yeah,
hmm
Amulek is kind of like those mimics. It's like any high frequency,
Yeah, I feel like it's really
potentially any high frequency attack could like disrupt it and just like tear it apart,
someone's gonna
basically.
comment Nakika for sure. It's like dog.
Yeah. I
She
mean,
she
he
and he
got trapped by like human, like
Nakika's so weird because
terrorist, I
Nakika
believe.
has. Hold on, let me try and tell you the ability. I'm gonna try and read it out. When I did my video on all the Monsterverse Kaiju,
Hmm.
he has sequential hermaphroditism, whatever. Pretty much like certain kinds of, I think it's like octopus or something. Uh,
Hmm.
it can change its gender whenever it needs to for like a benefit, and it's really weird. Um,
Nice.
yeah, but okay. So who we have? We have Methuselah. Okay, Scylla's definitely going down quick.
Scylla's, yeah,
Scylla's
no,
not
Scylla's
making it
not
far
doing
at all.
anything. Yeah. I mean,
Kong.
Scylla
I
just
guess I
got
feel
like
like Kong too.
ragdolled.
Kong is just this giant ape up against these giant radioactive monsters.
Hmm.
Like Kong, Kong's not making it far, especially since Tiamat alone is able to take out a few of Kong's. So, Kong, should we get rid of Kong as well?
Yeah, I'd say get rid of Kong.
All right. So
Um,
here's our line. We have a mountain Methuselah. We have the giant sea serpent. So what? Okay, first of all, what's the ring? Are we saying this like kind of like a swampy ring? So it's like has all the. So it's like there's land for the
but
land
here,
kaiju to step on.
well,
There's some water for like the Tiamat to like barely be able to swim in, and then of course sky for the flyers.
that's the thing though. If it's a swampy thing, wouldn't Amulek have like a very large advantage?
Oh yeah.
But so then, yeah, then why would he take him? Why would we take him out if it's in a swamp? Because then he's in his element.
Okay, never mind. We're just
So
gonna say it's bare ground then.
yeah,
Um,
I'd say like maybe somewhere like Boston, like literally just put them all in Boston,
yeah.
like with the buildings and
Average day in
whatnot.
Boston. Most peaceful day in
Hmm.
Boston. Um, so so we have Muto Prime, Godzilla, Monster Zero, Shinamura, Shimu, Tiamat, and Methuselah.
For our next one that's exiting this ring, I think I'm gonna have to go with Methuselah. I know you love
Yeah,
Methuselah,
I ploke
but I
Methuselah.
see
I
it's
ploke
way
him.
too slow to like be
I
able
hope we get to see
to
him. I hope we get to see him more.
really
I hope he gets
do any
improvements though.
damage to
Yeah,
things like
no
Muto
matter how much
Prime,
I ploke him, I know
Godzilla.
he's gonna get taken out. But yeah, he's gone.
Yeah.
Okay, so we have. Oh, here's a good question I mentioned on my stream earlier today. I don't even know if it's gonna come out. Actually, wait, no, I
Well,
do.
let's
It's
hear it.
Simpson Death.
All right.
Hello, people in the future. Um, one of my hypothetical questions was, Tiamat can control water, right?
Hmm.
So, freeze the water a little bit, so it's kind of like slushy-ish water. still control it. It starts to be more icy, still control it. So at what point can Tiamat not control water but not control ice? And the question is, could she control ice, right? So could she completely counter Shimu? Like the more ice Shimu
I
puts
feel
down.
like that's a bit that's stretching it a bit. I mean, it's like I feel like in order for Tiamat to control it, I'd say it has to be more water than it would be ice.
Well, I mean, then Tiamat still be in her element though, because here's the thing, because if Shimu's shooting ice everywhere, and Godzilla and all these
It's
things that
gonna
can like
melt.
melt it
Yeah.
with their beams, then yeah, Tiamat could just start to drown some of their kind, just hold water at
I mean,
their
it's only
face.
gonna be so much water. It's like I don't think it would be enough to
Well, I mean,
really
if the
drown a
hypothetical
kaiju.
Goji whatever podcast, what's it? What's the
B
podcast?
sub,
B sub.
B
Sorry, B
sub.
sub. I'm not trying to be disrespectful. I just forgot the name. I knew, yeah, whatever. But one of the theories was, and I think it sounds pretty good. Is like since Shima's like one of the big bads, not big bads, but like one of the big kaiju, like strong kaiju, hypothetically, that he's the one who put MZ there. I mean, if he's able to make that much ice that quickly,
Hmm.
it's a lot of ice.
Yeah,
And
that's true.
that's
But
probably like in
my
Boston,
really
it'd slightly flood it.
the main problem I have with that is when I mean Michael Dougherty just completely like just counteracting that statement when
Oh
he
wait, hold on.
says
Sorry,
that
I forgot to take out
Ghidorah.
Godzilla since we already said he's gonna get like attacked by everybody. Hold on.
Yeah, but I mean
Okay.
Ghidorah was entrapped in the ice by Godzilla, according to Michael Dougherty. So
Yeah.
I don't really know how much I buy the Shimu
I mean, things
theory.
can always
Um,
change.
yeah, that's true.
They
As we
added
see with
stuff
like
like
Godzilla's
later eventually.
design.
They
Yeah,
at first when it
they
went
could
from
just
14 to 19, like everyone's like, what happened to his dorsal plates? They're just like, oh, it's a pay homage. But then eventually they actually like gave it a full on thing. So at the moment that's just like a statement, but they might like feature it later and
hopefully
show it.
so, because I would
Yeah.
love for that to be explained and shown.
All right.
All right.
So Shimu, the more Shimu attacks, the more powerful Tiamat's going to be in this fight because there's going to be more water. Shinamura could just like if he's about to like die, he'll just divide again. Um, MZ, he's MZ. I don't
Mm,
know if MZ would,
yeah.
I don't know because MZ's like he has strong beams, but like when it comes to, like being on land and stuff, where he's gonna have to be to fight all these guys, I don't know if he's gonna hold up too well.
Well, we as we did see in the fight in Boston, he was able to fly and slam onto Godzilla. So I mean, it's like
Mm-hmm.
he's not like restricted to the ground
Yeah,
completely.
yeah.
So honestly, for our next
Is there
one
anyone who has
out,
a severe weakness that can be exploited?
um,
Shinamura, I feel like might win this because it's just uh, I don't think they could obliterate every single bit of him like a bomb can. So
yeah, not even Godzilla could do that.
yeah, it took the Castle
I'd
Bravo
say,
dude.
I mean, I'd see the only way
I don't
Shinamura
think
really gets like
Shinamura wins per se. I don't think he beats these guys, but he's not dying, right? So the only other
the
option
only
is
way
for
I
the other
see
kaiju to die.
Shinamura like just taking like getting like critical condition is if somehow Ghidorah gets like a electricity charge
Ooh,
up and
or
does
Thermo
that
if he went somehow made it
blast.
to Thermo, but he'd probably be dead before he could go in Thermo. So never mind. And he'd also need Mothra, and Mothra
Yeah.
wouldn't survive in like 3 seconds in this
Well,
fight.
who's to say he still can't go thermo? Like that maybe that wasn't a one-time
I
thing
mean, it was
because
kind
now
of
that he has Mothra's
well, he had like a lot of radiation because pretty much Adam Wingard
yeah.
said at one point this is literally just burning Godzilla, except instead of dying, El Heisei, uh,
Yeah.
uh,
But I mean all
close
these
up to death
kaijus
threats.
around him are surely giving off a lot of radiation.
But Shinamura absorbs radiation. That's how he gets bigger. So it'd be
That's
like
true. That's
split between
fair.
Godzilla
Yeah.
and Shinamura.
Hmm.
So I mean, it might be like a spiral heat ray kind of beam, but not going all the way to thermo. But
Potentially, yeah, I could see that, yeah.
I,
But
I, I
I
honestly
don't know.
see Shinamura
I
winning this just because of
see
how hard it is to kill him. But hold on, let me look up all these guys individually. Do any of them have like any outright like weaknesses? Although
I feel
Tiamat
like
is capable Titan underwater, she doesn't do well on land. Yeah, but I was originally gonna say Tiamat would die pretty quickly, but once again, Shimu putting all this ice down would just
Mhm.
help out Tiamat.
I don't know. Even despite that fact, I still don't think Tiamat should be
It's a dope photo.
in the top five. I feel like Tiamat should be would probably die here and leave the four with Muto Prime, Monster Zero, Shinamura, and
Well, oh,
Shimu.
I forgot, but she does have razor sharp things are able to cut into Godzilla. Good, only like
I mean, I
only
feel
the
like
other,
Muto Prime could probably just bum rush Tiamat and just
but
absolutely
also
pound it
acid
into
breath
the
as well.
ground.
Acid breath.
Yeah, yeah.
That was able to blind Godzilla. Hold on, one of their
Mm.
abilities is that it? Hydrogenesis, acid breath,
I believe
scales,
so.
constriction.
Yeah.
Ooh, yeah, constriction. Could she? I don't
Uh,
see anyone here being taken out by getting
by
constricted.
constriction. Yeah. 'Cause, I mean, for one, Monster doesn't even need oxygen.
Yeah.
He doesn't breathe
Yeah,
oxygen.
TMS probably gotta go. So now we
Yeah.
have Shimu, the one we literally know nothing about, besides maybe ice powers. Maybe.
Yeah.
Shinamura, Monster Zero.
Monster Zero and Muto Prime.
Yeah, yeah. Hold on, let me look up Monster. I'm trying
Could
to.
Muto Prime Sonic Roar disrupt Shinamura and like just like break it apart?
But division and recombination, it'd just be a shit ton of small Shinamuras now, which would
Yeah,
be an
that's
even
true.
bigger problem.
Hmm.
Middle Prime would be like, yeah, I got you. And then we're like,
It's like
oh no.
it would be like Muto Prime just staring down like an ant pile.
Yeah,
Just like which one do I go for?
it, he's got
So
to
it's
kill
like,
them individually. He's
but the
gonna,
problem is if you leave one,
yeah,
you still
it's
haven't killed it. Yeah.
weaknesses. Monster Zero, King Ghidorah. Sorry, well, skill at fighting on the ground and the element. Oh yeah, the water again. So, ooh, right, he's really bad in the water. So once again, it's
I still don't think there's enough
I'm
water
just getting okay.
to do that.
Okay, he's bad in the water. What else? Nearly killed. Yep. Oxygen destroyer. Nope. Oh yeah, he has insane regen.
Yeah, as you can see
Um,
when he does that like lightning like, expulsion from his body, he even damages himself, and you can see his like wings just instantly regenerating, as well as
yeah.
the head regenerating on the volcano.
Lead to King George's downfall. Ooh yeah, Orca. Well, no, there's not gonna be any Orca in this fight. Hold on. Firstly, okay, out
Yeah.
of the ones who's left, who's like the most alpha titan of these? I feel like Shima, right?
Oh, okay. Spoiler alert once again. Skip like 10,
Oh.
20 seconds. Shimu is controlled by Scar King,
Well, that's because
and
like
apparently.
apparently there's some like psychic ability type stuff.
So I mean, I don't know.
Silliness.
I don't see Muto Prime or Monster Zero or Shinamura being controlled by Scar King there. I don't
Well,
think I
Shinamura doesn't even have
agree
a
with you.
brain, I don't
Yeah,
think. So,
it's kind of just like an organism.
oh
It's
my
like a
god, imagine
mindless
Scar King as a little
growing
hypothetical
cell.
rant. Imagine Scar King like just possessed one of the heads of Ghidorah, and so like Kevin's like biting the shit out of the other two or something. That'd be
That'd
funny.
be funny. Yeah,
Yeah, and the other two are like, what are you doing? They think it's normal Kevin. They wouldn't notice a difference. Um,
yeah. Being useless as ever. Yep.
yeah, he just be biting them. It's like, oh my god, he's really gone on a horrible path.
Hmm.
Um, all right, this is difficult. Okay, so okay,
It is. Yeah,
is
it's
really
pretty
anything
difficult.
any of these kind of like are severe weakness together. Middle Prime, if he tries to roar at Shinamura, and once again Shinamura could just you know
Divide over and
divide or
over.
just grow something that could be useful in this fight.
Yeah.
Um, Monster Zero Shimu. Just
Would
because we
Muto
don't know enough
Prime's like
about Shimu,
club
I
arms
think we should
be
probably get
able
rid of
to?
Shimu just because we don't know enough about him really, besides Ice.
Yeah, and especially since like they've said Godzilla has beat him for it's like if
Yeah.
Godzilla has beat him, but all three of these things were
Ooh, but the
doing
question is, do we
hell
know if
holding
it's
their own.
actually like Godzilla or is it like an ancient Godzilla?
That yeah,
Do we know if it's the same one?
we don't know like we said earlier, we don't know
Oh my
anything
god, it was
about
the
Shimu.
flying one. It was the Hollow Earth flying
Yeah, it was the
one.
flying one,
Oh my
yeah.
god.
But yeah, that's the one like problem with having Shimu here. Just we don't know enough about it.
Yeah. Let's
So now
see.
we're down to our top three: Muto Prime, Monster Zero, and Shinamura.
The
I
three
feel like
big
if Monster
bads
Zero goes down, Shinamura automatically
would win.
would win.
Because there's
But if
really
Muto
nothing either
Prime
of them
gets
can
down,
do. I mean, they're both so cocky they wouldn't want to team together. Muto Prime, if he got a good punch on Ghidorah, like in his chest, and could hold him down, I feel like he could win.
yeah, you could just like pound him into the ground with
Yeah,
those
because I mean, his
giant
punches are able to
clubs.
break through tectonic
Yeah.
plates, apparently. So, someone did the math of that, of course,
Apparently
scalars do.
Kong is almost as strong as Muto Prime.
Who said
Yeah, I
that?
know. It sounds like
Who said
weird,
that?
but I don't remember where I heard it from, but
Wherever you heard it from
I
is
don't know.
wrong.
Yeah, I guess
Oh my
so, bro.
god, Kong would get violated by Prime. He's more agile, but dude, oh my
Yeah,
god,
that's kind of just about it.
one punch, and then ooh, that brother's floating in the air. Um,
Yep. I mean, if Godzilla slapped, just sent him just barreling into the ground.
yeah,
Exactly,
he's
yeah.
gone.
Oh yeah, just out cold.
And I mean, okay, MZ can't go in the air because Shinamura is much more skilled in the air, and he can't really go on the ground either because Prime would violate him. So I feel like MZ's gotta go as between
Well,
Prime.
what makes Shinamura more skilled in the air than Monster Zero? What did Shinamura do
Well,
in the
he's
air?
he's very. Hold on, let me see if I can find like any good photos of him. I'm just saying that off the top of my head. You know,
Hmm.
I'm ploking him. Anyone who doesn't know what ploking means, it's to severely over. It's like to severely and I made it into its own term. Ploke is to severely and uncontrollably overestimate something.
I see where you got the name.
Nuh-uh. Final
Nah.
words. Let's look at the gallery. Let me see if I can. I'll screen share it
The
for you.
problem with that is that there's not really too much
Actually, wait, hold on. Let
to
me
go off of for Shinamura because he doesn't really fight anything other than just run away from Godzilla. I mean, he fights Godzilla, but
screen share and you come look.
let me see.
So, I mean, as you see that he was literal like Ash. So he survived the 54 bomb. No, that was 90. I mean, 45. Okay, so as you can see, he's kind of like okay, he's able to.
Yeah, he's slowly
Ooh,
getting more
what
mass.
if he's the one who like like that ship on Skull Island with all the big
Hmm.
scratch marks in it? What if that was him? Because I mean, look how he's doing it. Anyway, in the air, you fly pretty well, fly off really fast, and I mean he's able to just grab something, take it into the air with him.
I don't know. I mean, the way
Also,
Monster Suit is
hold on, is this the
absolutely
photo,
manhandled Rodan.
bro? Can
Which one is it?
somebody who's watching this, who's like good at pixel counting, figure out how large? Okay, firstly, holy shit, he's big as hell in this picture. He is massive.
Yeah.
I also love this tail of Godzilla, like the single spikes that are all the same,
Mm-hmm.
and like just how
That
girthy
looks
his
cool.
tail is. Right here, this is Methuselah. Can someone figure out how large it is? Because if this is Shinamura, and this is him right here again, and I mean he's just a barely a. I mean the picture keeps going like further, like all the way like out to here.
That's so weird. Like that's such
Methuselah's
weird like
massive.
size scaling.
Oh my
He looks
god.
so massive in that
Who
picture, but
who's
he's
gonna
like,
win? Titanosaurus from Terror of Mechagodzilla, and he was like 30 times taller than the Earth in that one frame, or the giant
or
Methuselah.
Methuselah here, who looks like he's 5,000 feet tall.
Oh my god. I mean, look at that,
Yeah.
dude. Imagine, because I mean, like, if he needs to take out MZ, he just divide and just have two of himself taking him up. I mean, like, it literally took a bomb to like break every single bit of him. Is there a gallery?
Mhm. Wait, well, that's the thing, though. I mean, how
Riz,
if a bomb is able to
Riz.
kill Shinamura?
Well, that's another thing, you know. That's one thing like, I don't never get because like people scale kaiju to bombs. It's like bombs and kaiju are very different, you know. And atomic breath is like very fine tuned damage, but a bomb would like disintegrate him. Neither of these guys have a bomb radius of an explosion, you know, and like the heat of an explode
I
of a
mean,
nuclear
Godzilla
bomb.
like literally ate a nuke to the face and just like did absolutely nothing to
Yeah,
him. Yet
this is why
Shinamura,
you can never answer who's the strongest kaiju, right? Because I said this once before. Kiryu would beat Dest. Dest would beat Fumamuto, and Fumamuto would beat Kiryu because Fumamuto EMP kill Kiryu. Kiryu absolute
yeah,
zero can you
it's like
kill
rock
Dest.
paper scissors.
Yeah.
There's not one thing that beats everything.
Someone also commented on my video on like who's the brutal kaiju battles. Someone like put a rant on why Kiryu wouldn't win against Dest, but I'm
Destroy's
still
literally
screen sharing.
like susceptible to
No, but it
extreme
literally
temperature.
already happened. He's already lost in the Rulers of Earth comic. Hold on, I'm gonna find it right now. Let me pull it up on screen again.
Yeah, Kiryu beat Destroyer.
He literally already killed him. Kiryu, he said his argument was like Kiryu would never go into a battle opening with his zero cannon. It's like if it's to
Yeah, he
go
would.
against the
Yeah, he
go
would.
against this guy, yeah, probably
Look,
would.
why would someone not use their
Yeah,
most powerful weapon?
why be like I'm gonna start with rockets and gradually build my way up, and just die in the process? That'd be stupid. Um, yeah.
Yeah, man.
I don't know. I really see Shinamura winning this
Anyways,
personally.
kind of getting off topic here,
Yeah,
so let's try to finish
back
this.
on
So we have
track.
those three left. Um,
So I
yeah,
think MC's
it's so
gone.
weird because if Muto Prime beats Monster Zero, Shinamura survives. But if
Mm.
Monster Zero beats Muto Prime, Shinamura and Monster Zero survive.
But I feel like
So,
Shinamura would
because
beat.
Monster Zero, honestly, I could see Monster Zero end up disintegrating
I don't see it
Shinamura.
because
Because
I mean you have to
with the
disintegrate
lightning just like
literally everything.
spreading all over, though.
I mean, still, I mean, that was still, I mean, sure, it was like a lot of lightning, but it was all still just, lightning. It was really fine tuned. I mean, look at the picture, right? Like, he has like that scythe tail. He
yeah.
can just like stab through Ghidorah's body and hold him to the ground. And if he needs to break their heads, he'll just divide into other parts and have, keep the one centipede with the scythe holding him on the ground, and the other three will just just eat his head. You know?
That's fair. I mean, we gotta also factor in that Category 6 Hurricane. I mean, yeah, it's not gonna do much with
Oh, it's
height,
not gonna
but
do anything to him.
so considering something like
It'll just
Shinomura,
annoy him out of anything.
yeah, it would kind of like it would disrupt flight potentially, but
I mean, but then again, you can just evolve. Shin Godzilla fans, all the Shin Godzilla fans watching,
yeah,
all three of
Shin
them are going
Godzilla
nuts
fans
right
going
now.
crazy. It's like, woo!
Woohoo! I
Yeah,
mean, if a storm's coming at him, he's getting annoyed of lightning, he'll just evolve. All three Shin
yeah,
fans,
man.
yippee!
The Shin of the Monsterverse. All right, yeah. So
Shinmura
I'd
would
say
slam Shin Godzilla,
Monster
by the way.
Zero's probably gone. Well, that's the thing though. It's like that's considering they both like tag team him, I guess. But yeah, I'd probably have to go with Monster Zero going bye bye
Yeah.
and leaving us with our final two, Muto
And we've already
Prime
gone
and
over that.
Shinomura.
Prime is
Yeah,
again.
Prime just
Prime
can't do
can't really
anything.
do anything. He's gonna be like, what is this?
Uh,
What do I even do against you?
he's
If,
like,
if I
run.
roar at you, there's gonna be 1,000 of you, and if I punch you, you'll just regen it. There's nothing I can do against you.
Yeah.
And Shinigami would be like, dog, it was a fun ride.
Well, I don't see Shinomura beating
All the
Muto
dead
Prime, but
kaiju
Muto
around
Prime
them.
is
You
like
know,
they're just like
Prime
say,
Prime's just scratching his
yeah.
head. Hey man.
Starts laying eggs inside the dead bodies.
Oh my god. Hey, 1 sec. Give me 1 moment before you kill me.
Just give me 1 moment. Let me get my family tree real quick.
Let me re-get. Oh my god, he's just gonna bring the family tree back. Yeah, and be like, all right, 1 second. Let me get the bloodline flowing again. You can
Get
take
like a
me out.
Queen
Give me
Muto,
1
four
moment.
Femudos.
Oh
Yeah,
my
that'd be
god.
hilarious.
This is an
All
army
right,
of
but
Himamutos and males versus Shinamura.
mm,
So, yeah, I feel like Muto Prime's gotta go, right? We're agreeing on that?
yeah, yeah,
There's our winner. Prime just
yeah.
can't do anything. He's like, what do I do
Now,
against you?
disclaimer for people who are watching: we're not saying Shinomura is the strongest.
No,
He's just the
no,
one that
not
survived.
at all. Yeah.
He was
When it
just
comes in a
the one
huge
that
fight,
survived.
scaling.
He's just the hardest
Yeah,
to kill. He's
yeah.
just the hardest.
It's
That's why they
just
say
like you
cats have
just
nine
can't really
lives.
kill him. Like he's
They
not
don't live.
like
Yeah,
yeah.
like cats
In a
will
fight,
literally
like
have
hand to
nine
hand
lives.
fight, he's not gonna win against much. 'Cause he's not that
Oh yeah,
smart.
he's not winning against like
But I mean, he just
most
can't
well,
die. So like the other kaiju can't win. He can't win. Because I mean, he's not winning because he can't die. But the other kaiju can't win. I don't know how to explain it. You know what I mean, though.
the
But
only way
we're gonna get
for him to
somebody who's gonna
die
comment and be
would
like,
be if Godzilla survives and uses a pulse. Like, not it doesn't have to be his thermo pulse.
yeah. But I
I mean,
mean,
he has
but
an atomic pulse. So.
well, no, I think it's
But
regular
then
pulse
again,
wouldn't get him though, because I mean, it wasn't as
really?
hot as thermo. Thermo disintegrated, MZ. The other one just sent Prime into the air.
Yeah, but I mean, if a nuclear bomb won't do jack shit to Monster Zero, but a nuclear bomb is able to disintegrate Shinomura, I could see Godzilla's normal pulse disintegrating Shinomura.
Maybe,
But
yeah.
then again, he'd have to get close enough. So I mean,
Yeah. He'd have to, fight off all the kaiju. Or like, you know what? I don't like this guy.
I don't like where things are
I don't
going
like
here.
you, man. I don't like the way you run stuff. I think I can do it better. Rodan's just like, guys, I'm the best one here. We all know it. Rodan's very cocky.
Yep.
So yeah,
But yeah, guys, this has been our just discussion about
yeah.
who would win in
We're
a
gonna
giant
get
like
somebody
death
that's gonna
mosh pit
comment
here.
on why we're absolute
Yeah.
Neanderthals.
Godzilla
You
got
guys,
everything. You guys
Warbat
are
would
wrong
clearly
about
win this
everything.
fight. The skier buffalo.
The juvenile skullcrawler.
The chameleons. The chameleon slam. To be honest, the chameleons. Oh my god, those things were durable as hell.
But yeah, guys, anyways, thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you
Yerp.
guys do enjoy future content on our Kaiju Cowboys channel.
And
I look
hopefully we
forward to
actually
new
have other
videos.
content up right now, right? I'm pretty sure we said we release these. We should have like what 3 videos up. So hopefully we can keep that promise. There hopefully should be at least one other video for you to watch. So go watch
This
that.
has been FDA and Godzilla Guy on Kaiju
Hope
Cowboys.
you guys
See you guys
enjoyed.
next time.
Keep collecting, everybody. Godzilla Guy and FDA out. Bye.